Shakur Stevenson rejects an offer from Gervonta Davis for a fight to unify the WBC and the WBA lightweight world titles. That is what has been said from a source on a very, very reputable YouTube channel, media channel, The Boxing Voice. And Shakur Stevenson responds. Also levies a response to criticism over his silence. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division talking about Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis and whether or not there was a offer sent to Shakur Stevenson from Gervonta Davis that Shakur Stevenson turned down. Shakur Stevenson responded to this and said that that was cap, that was not true, that was no, they're telling a story on my name, is his response to that. Now, very, very good thing going on there. You know you've got a big fight when people won't stop talking about the fight. As to whether or not there was an offer sent or an offer not sent, obviously, I don't know what their source is, and I don't know of any reason they have to lie. So somebody told them that. At the same time, it is very possible that a source could have told them that, and that the source was wrong. But it was a reliable source, but the source was wrong. And it's not a case of them just making something up, because they said they have a source, and maybe that's it. No harm, no foul. But I'm telling you, it's a good thing that people want to talk about the fight. I, though, got to tell you that there's also been some hilarious criticism slapped at Shakur Stevenson over some recent comments that he made about lack of support in the Black community. And I found those comments to be very, very, very funny. Shout out to Southpaw. Shout out to Southpaw. You know, the boxing channel, man. Make sure you subscribe to that guy. I listened to and I heard the excerpts on a video that he did where Shakur said that Black people need to learn how to support him. And I'm not going to comment on the response of the video maker, Southpaw, on that. I'll let you guys go listen to his video, listen to his opinion. But my take on it was that, you know, that has a lot to do with people's response to the promotion and the timing, right? Number one, people are going to criticize you no matter what. And you just have to deal with the fact that people are criticizing you. That's it. They're just criticizing you. I don't think that he has a lack of support. It's just kind of like a negative support. However, after those last couple fights, but people still want to talk about the fight. And there's a lot of people out there that support Shakur. I support Shakur, and everybody knows that that's the fight that needs to take place. That everybody knows that. Every level of boxing fan knows that's the case. It just so happens that Gervonta Davis holds down the fort as it relates to driving revenue and the amount of fan support that he has. So, of course, compared to Gervonta Davis, it doesn't look like Shakur has a lot of support. But I guarantee you, Shakur does have. He sold a lot of tickets in Newark, New Jersey. He's an Olympic silver medalist, and everybody that knows Gervonta's name, if not by now, but very soon, will know who Shakur Stevenson is. However, it doesn't even matter as far as getting the fight, whether or not he's that big a star or not, because he deserves the fight and everybody knows it. Everybody wants to see it. So I'm not all upset that somebody would, that a source may give somebody some information that is being disputed by the subject of that information. Of course, Shakur is going to say that he didn't reject an offer, even if he did. But I just so happen to believe that he didn't get the offer. And the reason, there's a variety of reasons why I believe that Shakur didn't get an offer from Gervonta Davis, right? And the reason is because Gervonta Davis really was out there in Paris. And we already know that Shakur Stevenson is in negotiations to potentially sign with another network or another promoter. And it's both of them have fought relatively recently, or at least Gervonta Davis has fought. Yeah, they both have fought relatively recently. So it's going to be a little while, man. These things, they don't get done overnight. So I think that the criticize him over the silence, of Shakur Stevenson, is something that I really, really disagree with. I have to tell you, because if Shakur, what do you want? If you call him Shakur Twitterson, Twitter fingers, Twitterly, whatever, all of that stuff, Shaboring, you do all of that stuff, right? That's the fight, actually. But you complain about how much Shakap, you know what I mean? Twitterson, Shakap, all of that stuff. And you're complaining about the things that he's saying and saying, hey, man, we wouldn't say all this stuff if you weren't talking so much and, not backing up what you say you're going to back up. Right. You can't then at the same time get mad at him when he stops doing that, when he goes silent on you. That's just no, that's not that. I think that's making it very difficult on him. He's in trouble if he does. He's in trouble if he doesn't, which I think harkens back to my original point, which is that he's just not as big as Gervonta. And the support of black fighters, it's the problem, in my viewpoint, is not that the fight fans are black that don't like Shakur Stevenson. Or the problem is that they like Gervonta. You know what I mean? It's an issue of black people find a way to support fighters. Just go ask Gervonta. He's got a lot of them. You know what I mean? Go ask Errol Spence. He's got a lot of them. Ask Floyd. Floyd had a lot of them. Floyd still has a lot of them. You know what I mean? So you can't say that they need to learn how to support when they do support. They support certain fighters very heavily. They just don't support you. However, that's okay. However, it didn't help, though. What didn't help was when Bob Arum and them started confusing people about Shakur being Puerto Rican. That did not help it, because I do remember for a minute having an argument about whether or not Shakur was black or not. Now that he got away from Top Rank, we got our answer in a very straightforward fashion. But at the end of the day, I think we're going to get this fight. I ain't tripping on either one of these dudes or really anybody involved in it. I actually like the silence. I like the silence from the point of view that it makes it a more serious thing. And that they're just not, feeding the flames. But hey, man, the flame is there to be fed. So somebody's going to do it. And maybe the source that they got wanted to do that, but was in a position where he or she was to be believed. And that's very possible. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, peace.